Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today, let's illustrate a power system I created, simply called Blessing. So Blessing, in its basic form, revolves around the four elements, which is fire, earth, water, and air. Elemental manipulation is nothing new or unique. However, where I think this power system becomes interesting is how it's bestowed on other people, which I call simply Blessing. So, to put it simply, anyone holds the power to give or take away someone else's elemental manipulation. So, for example, someone who has the power to manipulate water can give away their power to someone else to hold. And this power can be stockpiled. So if one person receives the blessing of 5 other fire users, that one person will have the firepower of 5 people put into one. Moreover, blessing can be given to specific parts of the body. Specifically, both hands, feet, and the head. So for example, it would be possible to see someone who has a air blessing but only in their left hand, or see someone who has a fire blessing and a water blessing on each feet. That is pretty much the basics, and I always imagined that in the world in which the blessing power system works, it would influence every part of everyday life. So things such as hunting, medicine, or entertainment. On a far larger scale, I imagine the blessing would affect class as well, as people who have more blessing are seen as above humans or even gods. This would also affect religion and politics, as brand new factions are born and shaped from the birth of these new class of people. Moreover, there are other caveats to this system. For example, if someone dies of natural causes with blessing, their blessing returns naturally to whoever gave it to them. However, if they are killed, their blessing goes to whoever killed them. If they were killed by several people, then it's divided amongst them. You can usually tell someone is blessed based on the appearance of what looks like a halo around their hands, feet, or head. Moreover, blessing naturally enhances the user's abilities. And with this enhancement, they can fight several different ways. For example, there is the regular hand-to-hand, or you can specialize in a specific martial art. On top of that, you could fight with a weapon and use your blessing to enhance it. For instance, if you have a bow and arrow and have a blessing in your right or left hand, you could use the air manipulation to make your arrow go further. All these small details were made for the world building, as I do think it would create much more interesting and unique characters who live in this world. Another small detail in which I failed to mention, and that I also failed to illustrate, is that any living being can in fact receive blessing, which of course involves animals. And animals are unique in this sense, as they possess the natural ability to pass on their blessing to their children, which contrasts with humans who do not possess the ability to do this. This would hopefully make the creatures just as interesting as the humans, as naturally occurring and harmless animals would exist all around the world, while also in different parts you would find creatures who would be more akin to myth. But let's turn our attention back to the power system, because yes, we did establish the basics of it. However, I do imagine that there would be far more advanced techniques that exist. For example, elemental combination. If someone were to receive 2 different elements in the same area, such as the same hand, then those elements can combine to become something completely different. For example, if air and earth were to combine, it would become sand. If water and earth were to combine, it would become mud, and so on and so forth. You can also combine 3 different elements together, such as fire, air, and water. And of course, different combinations can combine together, which would create a large branching tree of different possible new elements you can possess. And naturally, I've thought of several different rules and limitations that exist specifically for advanced blessings. But I think I've gone long enough for one day. If you have any thoughts on my blessing system, or you have your own power system, let me know in the comments. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.